Genevieve, can you remember that episode of the whale that washed out here in 2010?
No doubt.
In Ballito. I think we have to retrace it today. I want to stop here at Sheffield Beach.
Are you talking of a humpback whale?
Yeah, of course. Let's just park here. Then we talk about it. Can you still remember my neighbor from 2010, Genevieve?
I think so.
You know, I was standing here on the morning of the 14th of August 2010, and I bumped into my neighbor Warren, and he started to chat with me, and he asked me if I saw the whale that washed out at Boulder Bay. I didn't know anything about it, so he convinced me right there and then that I should go and have a look. And I decided that afternoon I'm going to take my camera and have a look, because that obviously doesn't happen every day.
That's cool.
Okay. I just want to go here to the top of the hill quickly, because I saw something very special there one day.
What are you talking about, Dan?
I will tell you when we get there. Let's just park here, and we're going to have a look out over the sea. This is a higher point in Sheffield Beach. See there. Genevieve, just from here, from this viewpoint, I saw the most amazing whales one afternoon, just there in the water. They were playing for a long time. They were frolicking, and they were jumping down, and they were diving and slapping their tails. And then later, about 3 of them came very close to the shore, just here on the breakers line, and they were swimming past, and they were doing power play. You know, and sometimes the whales show power by slapping their tails like this, a massive slap on the top. It was amazing. It's the first time I ever actually saw that in real life from the site here in Sheffield Beach, although I've seen it from a boat before. It's quite amazing.
So cool.
Yeah, I don't want to waste too much time here. I think we must go to Boulder Bay now, because that's where our story actually happens, you know. That's where the whale was. So I'm going to point it out to you exactly, show you where it was, and show you all the pictures. It's quite amazing.
At the end, they're just like...
On the afternoon of the 14th of August 2010, I came here to the boulders and I parked here to have a look where this whale was. I was not very sure where it was 100% exactly. So I decided just to start from here and I'll figure it out, you know. And you say you were not here with me that time, were you?
I wasn't here with you that time.
Yeah, but I'll show you today exactly where it was. You know, as I came around this corner that day, I was wondering where the whale was, but it was very easy. It was actually right there on those rocks. You see those rocks there where the waves break over? It was there, and there was people there already, so it was not difficult to spot it. So what I think we must do, we must walk closer, then we're going to discuss a few things in connection with this whale, and I'll show you the visuals as well, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Small. forgot the names. Let's start again.
Yes.
I've got this little whale from a store recently. It's a humpback whale, and I just want to discuss the various parts to you. These are the flukes and the median notch there between the tails. This is a dorsal fin, and this ridge here is called the dorsal ridge. Not every whale has a dorsal fin. The southern right whales don't have these dorsal fins, but it's definitely very visible in humpbacks, and that's how we normally recognize them. You have blowholes here. The baleen whales have 2 blowholes. There's also a lot of barnacles here on the front of the mouth of the. We have an eye here without eyelids. Then you have the ventral pleats. This is what you mainly see on this whale that was washed out here, because it's lying upside down like this. It's almost like a concertina. It can open, it can expand as it takes out food. It actually balloons when it eats a krill. Then you have the pectoral fins here. Now, there's one thing that you have to remember, is that the whales migrated back from land to the water. They were land animals. So if you actually see the whale skeleton, that I'm going to show in the pictures as well, you will see that the skeleton actually contains like 5 fingers, and some whales 4 fingers of bones, which was the original feet of these animals, that eventually transferred back to fins to be usable. So we'll have a look at that. It's very interesting. And obviously whales are mammals. Because they came from the land, mammals developed on land. Now there's another thing. I've got a map here. I'm going to show you this map. Whales live in the summer months at the poles, north and south. And then in the winter months, they migrate to the warmer waters, towards the equators and so on. So they come past here in May in Kwazulu-Natal, and they go back roughly at the end of October, just before November. So we actually see them mostly August, September, October. Now in the map you obviously can see the migration patterns. The whales, the humpbacks from the north doesn't really meet the ones from the south, because they're always migrating against each other, Also very interesting. Now I took whale pictures of this southern right whale at Ushaka Marine World, and that's the one I'm showing you. And, I also took some pictures at the South African Museum in Cape Town of a model of a humpback, and that's the one hanging there in the pictures that you see here. So have a look at that. It's very interesting species, and it draws a lot of tourists here. People love to see them, and it's always sad to see one go like this, as in this picture. Genevieve, I don't know if you saw in those pictures, there's a big bone sticking out out of the water. That bone basically sits right behind this pectoral fin, or what people also call the flippers, and it actually hinges on the whole pectoral fin actually hinges on here, and that's what you're seeing. And around this pectoral fin you also have loose skin that's flexible to allow for the hinging of the pectoral fins. The whales love to flap with this on the water. They lie half on their side. Also when the mom feeds the baby, you often see that they flap the flippers on the water, and they make quite a huge sound, They also do that with their tail, as you saw in the other clip that I'm including in this video. And that is what you see. That's what I just wanted to explain that to you and to people here. Very interesting. On part 2, I'm going to discuss the taking away of the whale, how that happened. That happened on the 18th of August in 2010. And we're going to retrace the steps that I took that day and what happened here. There's a lot of information, a lot of pictures. I'm sure you will enjoy it. There was a lot of things happening there. Very interesting. So if you want to see that, subscribe to this channel as well. That allows you to get first-hand information when this gets released, and you will know when part 2 is released, which is hopefully also as soon as possible. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And please join my channel, subscribe, like this video. All those things help towards me making more videos that I'm trying to be informative and tell you about the environment, and I pinpoint history in that way. Thanks very much. What happened?